Photography.
The road is hard, searching for Phi Beta. Said the road is long to Sigma land. I said I don't wanna be no Alpha.
No!
I said I don't wanna be no Q.
Hell no!
Don't wanna drop no canes for K-8, son. I wanna wear that white and blue.
I wanna be free, completely free. Phi Beta Sigma, the greatest fraternity. I wanna be free, completely free. Phi Beta Sigma, the greatest fraternity. Lord, it's so hard being online, a constant struggle. Lord, it's so hard being online, a constant struggle.
Young man here, he's an administrator in the school. So as I said earlier, they put in a great deal of hard time. Because of the fact that he put in all that hard time, stop looking at my paper. Because he put in all this hard time going to work, working with young kids, you know, which is, for those of you that are parents, you know how hard that is. And when you're in the school, you have all these other young kids that you have to deal with. Additionally, the fact that he had to then find time to get on his Zooms to do the work studies. In addition to find the time, he had to find a location in his house because he had a house full of family members, so it wasn't very easy. He was under a great deal of pressure. You know this young man as Jimmy Calixte. We know him as Young Brother Pressure. Turn it around. This young man, he's a member of the United States Air Force. He's currently still serving in the Air Force. He deals, his personality is very explosive. He's a very explosive person, I kid you not. And being a member of the Air Force, also, you know, you would think that the guy might be a pilot or anything like that, but he is just as turbulent as any of those planes. So people know him as Mike Brown, but we know him as Brother Turbulence. Thanks, brother. 3, please step forward. Okay, this brother is very calm, extremely reserved. You saw how he just walked up slowly? He's like the Daddy Coolio brother, you know, very calm and cool and collected. But always comes through when you need him. Yep. Even when we were studying and the young man, we were asking the group a question, he would be the one who would come in and pull through with the answers when everybody was still kind of scratching their heads or flipping through the pages. He came in the clutch. So you know him as Brother Reginald Origin, we know him as Brother Clutch.
Flip it around. Show the back.
Now this young man reached out to me quite some time ago, and he expressed his interest in becoming a member of the fraternity. It was just as we were getting done with the first line that we initiated. He also, because of the fact of his job, was in New York City when we were doing our Meet the Sigmas and our informational. But the young man, no matter where he was, he zoomed in and was able to do that. His background is in theater, and his behavior is very theatrical. So we figured, can't be any different, especially since you were in New York dealing with the theater. You know him as Dion Barksdale, we know him as Brother Apollo. Apollo.
The one and only.
This brother, one of the things I can say about him is punctuality. He is always on time. In fact, he's always early.
True.
And in many cases, he would beat Brother Mount and myself to any of the MIP classes that we had or any gathering. He would beat us, except for today. Today, I beat you, and I'm going to announce it loud and clear. One of the things he takes to heart is time value. And that is something that we pledge a strong bound to, is always being on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time. Brother has an internal clock, so you know him as Brother Ricardo Braggs. We know him as Brother Chronos.
Live is live.
Live is always live,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey, do the single walk, do the single walk. Hey, do the single walk, do the single
Give you the stage in a second. Right now, stage is live. I got the mic. The sixth member of the line. He's the tail. Okay, so you got your ace, your deuce, your trey, pato, and so forth. Tail end always brings it up. This young man put things into perspective. Right? So whenever any responsibilities that be given out, he would take his matters and put everything into perspective. You know him as Brother Reginald Ward. We know him as new member priority.
Hey, do the single walk,
Six gold? I see your tail.
Brothers!
Yeah!
I said my brothers!
Yeah!
I said my blue and white Sigma brothers!
Yeah!
This house is full of blue and white. I said this house is full of blue and white.
Blue, white!
You know.
You know!
Blue, white. You know this house is full of blue and white. I said this house is full of blue and white.
Phi Beta Sigma's got Phi Beta Sigma's got Phi Beta Sigma's got
PHI.